Good evening and welcome to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lions Lacrosse, Mike Forbesano along with you calling tonight's game. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful spring evening as the Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade squad gets set to take on the Lenape Valley Patriots. So it's Patriots yesterday, Patriots today. And Pope John losing to North Warren last night, but it was a spirited effort. They had a lead in that game at 3-0, and then in the third quarter, North Warren took it away for good. But Pope John's effort and their aggressiveness and the determination to stick around in that game was evident throughout. So it didn't pay off last night. We will see if tonight it does. And we're getting started early here tonight. It was a 7:30 start, but because of daylight issues, they're going to start the game right now. We will go over rosters in just a little bit. We have Ryan Johnson at center field getting set to take on the faceoff. We'll see if Pope John can break through and get their first victory of the season tonight. 0-6, taking on the 1-9 Lenape Valley Patriots. Pope John in their home white uniforms, trimmed by blue and gold. They're going right to left on your screen. Lenape Valley in their red jerseys with blue numbers and white trim. They're going left to right. On the referee's whistle, we will get started. Here we go. Opening face-off, and Johnson wins it. Falls out of his cross, trying to pick it up. He's got a defender on him, number 10. Now Brody Pillock in to help. Pillock will race up the near sideline. Lions getting started early yesterday with 3 straight goals. We'll see if they can do it today and get an early lead. Here's Hayden Marshall being defended by number 87 for Lenape Valley, and Jonathan Brugna in there as well for Pope John. Ball's launched toward the midfield line. Number 10, Zach Cash, all over it for Pope John as he races back into Patriots territory. Here's Cash with the shot, saved by the netminder for Lenape Valley. It goes over to Hayden Marshall. Marshall will come back around on the left wing. Looks to set things up on the offense. He'll pass it back to Pillock. Brody Pillock fires. Bounce shot goes wide right and out of bounds. Let's go to Pope John roster. We start with number 1, Malin Sefcik. Number 2, Ryan Johnson. Number 3, Jonathan Brugna. 4 is Vic Fiore. 5, Colin Bauman. As the pass comes back to Marshall. Marshall fires. Saved by the netminder for Lenape Valley. Good low save on the hard shot by Marshall. And so the Patriots are game here as the netminder throws it downfield into Pope John territory. Here's number 91 being guarded by Andrew Jessamaria. It's Jessamaria, Cash, and Forbesano out there on defense. Here is number 10 for Lenape Valley. Ball knocked out of his cross, picked up by Vic Fiore, and Fiore will turn back around. Thought about giving it to Mike Morelli, the goalkeeper, but he'll take it up the field himself on the far sideline. Up the field to Connor Clifford. Clifford, number 7 for Pope John. Clifford coming in, passes it down low behind the net to Jonathan Brugna. Brugna with it. He's got Marshall on his left. He's got Clifford on his right. Pass to Marshall. Marshall on the wing. Gives it over to Pillock. Brody Pillock now with it. Pillock will pass down low again to Fiore. Fiore coming in on the left post, the shot. Saved by the goalkeeper for Lenape Valley. 2 big saves early on for the Patriot goalie. And here comes Lenape Valley into Pope John territory, coming in the shot on goal. Wide left and goes out of bounds. We'll see if Pope John was closest. They may have been, as Lenape Valley didn't have any time really to set up. So we'll continue with the roster. We start with number 7, Connor Clifford. Number 8, Max LaBanca. Number 9, Mason Iglesias. 10 is Zach Cash. 11, Vincent Jessamaria. 12 is Kieran Elvin. Number 14, Tyler Rossi. As number 26, Andrew Jessamaria moves into Lenape Valley territory. It's loose behind. Brugna trying to jump on it. The ball's in the air. Marshall in to help. And Marshall's able to come away with it. Hayden Marshall with it now on the left side. Pass out to number 2, Johnson. Ryan Johnson down low to Clifford. Connor Clifford on the right post goes behind the net. Over to Marshall. Marshall on the wing. Good 360 move by him. tried to fire. It was knocked out of his cross at the very last second. He gets it back. Now to pass down low to Fiore, and a save by the goalkeeper for Lenape Valley. Here is Fiore, now to Clifford. Connor Clifford behind the Marshall. The shot, he scores! Hayden Marshall into the bottom right portion of the net. And the Pope John Lions take a 1-0 lead. Marshall's goal comes in the mid-first quarter. Pope John leads 1-0. So as we continue the roster here for Pope John, we pick it up with number 17, Emilio Barranco. Number 18, Charlie Higgins. 22 is Michael Formasano. 23, Brody Pillock. 26, Andrew Jessamaria. 28, Santiago Vargas Ramirez. 29, Johnny Pippa. Johnny still recovering from the injury in the Rockaway game a couple Saturdays ago. So we wish him well on healing and hope he returns soon. Number 30, Carter Johnston. As a face-off won by Johnson, Ryan Johnson scoops it up and goes into Lenape Valley territory. Now to Clifford. Pope John with a 1-0 lead, looking to build on it. Clifford goes behind the net. Passes off to Marshall. Marshall faked the shot. Passes it across. Number 18 for the Patriots got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. They're going to say, I think it was last touched by Pope John, however. So Lenape Valley will take over possession. It's number 10 racing towards the midfield line, being cornered by Fiore and Marshall along the sidelines. And Pope John's going to take over. So the Lions will take over possession. Here comes Clifford. Connor Clifford with it. He'll pass it down low behind the goal to Brugna. Brugna back up top to Marshall. It gets past him. We're going to whistle. And it's going to be Lenape Valley ball. Pass down to number 18 into Pope John territory. 18 trying to cut in. The pass down low, the shot bounced over the crossbar and out of bounds. Good hard shot. Great positioning by Mike Morelli. Morelli, not a championship lacrosse goalkeeper for nothing, having won the title and helping Pope John to the Greater Morris County Tournament Championship last year. And even though a lot of the 8th graders left that team, Morelli sticking around, and as is a few other players from the team. So Morelli secure in net. He's played every minute in goal for the Lions this season. Pass comes out to Lenape Valley. Big shove by Carter Johnston. Formasano in that as well. Now Johnston knocks the player, number 58, out of bounds. They're going to say it stays with Lenape Valley, however, as the infraction against Johnston. Number 58 coming in, past Cashed. Rolls back over to number 2 for Lenape Valley. Now the pass to 58. On the left side, goes out of bounds as the pass was missed to 91, and Pope John will take over. We'll finish the roster here. Number 30, Carter Johnston. 34, Steve Leonard. 36, Hayden Marshall. 38, Ryder Molino. 55, Sutton Fullwood. And 72, Mike Morelli in goal. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions is Ryan Rigby. Varsity head coach Joe Della Fera. Assistant coach Joe Buono. Program coordinator Beatrice Pippa. Athletic trainer Gerard Graziano. And the athletic director is Brian Carlson. I'm Mike Formasano. We are here live in Sparta, New Jersey at Pope John High School. It's Pope John 1 and Lenape Valley no score. About halfway through the first quarter. Scrum for the ball on this turf field. It's scooped up by Pope John. Now to pass downfield to Connor Clifford. That grass field in Blairstown killed the Lions a couple of times last night, so they're happy to be home on turf. Shot by Fiore off the post. Oh, Fiore rings iron. Here's Pillock. The shot. Saved by the goalkeeper for Lenape Valley. Number 93 with a big save there. So Fiore hits the post, and then Pillock stopped on a big save to keep it 1-0. Ball loose along the sideline. Pillock fighting for it. A couple of Lenape Valley players in there as well. And picked up by Pope John. Pass upfield to Fiore. He's out of his reach. Off of 87's cross. Marshall after it, as is Clifford. Now over to 71 for the Patriots across the midfield line. Pillock defending. Number 90 with it. Ball's on the turf. Trying to scoop it back up. It's still loose. And Pope John trying to take it away. Sutton Fullwood in on that. Vincent Jessamaria gets a shove in the back, and we have a delayed penalty against Lenape Valley. Here's Fiore. Fiore turns back around to Fullwood. Ball goes up the field to Clifford. Clifford rolling it up towards the sideline. Plays it back in. I'm going to say it's Lenape Valley ball. So, midway through the first quarter, 1-0 Pope John on the goal by Hayden Marshall, number 36 for the Lions. Now to pass all the way down the field, way out of the reach of number 91. And out of bounds, and Pope John will take over. Cash running towards the back line to pick up a ball. Over to Morelli to start the offense. Pass to Formisano just underneath his cross. It's scooped up, almost scooped up by Jessamaria. It's taken away by number 75 for Lenape Valley. Pass down to the left wing to 91. 91 over to 18. Fires. Save Morelli. And it goes towards the back line. We'll see who possession goes over to. So back-to-back games for the lacrosse team. Last night in Blairstown, now here in Sparta. On Thursday, we'll be back on the baseball diamond as the Pope John Junior Lions baseball team will take on Chester. Road game Thursday. Ball shot wide and goes out of bounds. We'll see who's closest. And then on Saturday, Pope John is back here at 4 p.m. taking on Verona. That's the one team they lost to last year in their championship season. Pass out to number 7. Hit by Cash as he receives it. Rolls in towards his right. Now to pass behind the net. Back in front to 71. Knocked out of his cross by Carter Johnston. It's loose and Johnston picks it up. Falls out of his cross. Now number 81 on it. Scrum for the ball. Ryan Johnson in there as well, as along with Vincent Jessamaria. And the ball is going to go over to Lenape Valley. Late stages of the first quarter now. We got started about a half hour early due to daylight issues. There are no lights here at Pope John High School on the football and lacrosse field. Ball rolls to Hayden Marshall as it crosses the midfield line. He had to wait. Pass in to number 3, Jonathan Brugner, just over his cross. It goes out of bounds. So with a 7 p.m. start instead of 7:30, most likely they'll be able to get in the game with no issues of daylight. But the sun is already well below the horizon and below the football bleachers here. As a pass comes downfield. Stick knocked out by number 26, Andrew Jessamaria, and he races into Lenape Valley territory. It's a hit by number 87, a little too hard, and the referee blows a whistle on that. And I think that may be the end of the first quarter. So, after 1, it's the Pope John Junior Lions 1, the Lenape Valley Patriots no score. We'll be back to Pope John High School for second quarter action right after this.
Page on Facebook Live. It's our local one for Pope John and everything, but if you want to go ahead and see the game later, it's on the Pope John Athletics-Junior.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, thank you.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Lacrosse. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action as Pope John leads Lenape Valley 1-0. I was just handed a card from one of the Lenape Valley parents. A very nice gesture by them to give me the roster for Lenape Valley. We usually don't get these, so we just go by numbers, but let's see if we can incorporate it at least into the game today. We'll start with Nate Coleman, doesn't have a number. Number 1 is Brody McCleary. Number 2, Donovan Vergano. Number 4, Spencer Del Val. 7, Travis Howard. 8 is Jackson Goss. 9, William Dorenzo. Number 10, Tyler Smith Christie. 18, Magnus Graham. 27, Joseph Sperduto. 58 is Cameron Honesberg. 66, Will Dietz. 68, Liam Stout. 69, Brandon Cordova. 71, Caleb Fredrickson. 72, Austin Polinish. 75, Jack Halata. 78, Jason Brennan. 79, Christopher Thornton. James Lake is number 84. 87 is Jacob Alderson. 88, Brody Herman. 90, Veer Snot. 91, Kellen O'Connell. 93, Bobby DeJesus. And 99, Ethan Sullivan. We'll see if we can incorporate him. If not, we'll just go by numbers. Here is Ryan Johnson. Now going left to right on your screen is Pope John is defending the left goal. Here is Johnston coming in. Ryan Johnson, I should say, with the pass down low. Brugna behind the net. You got Ryan Johnson. You got Carter Johnston. So Vic Fiore with it. Pops out of his stick. Marshall along the side there. Now here is Fiore. Fiore with the pass, cross field to Connor Clifford. Clifford coming in. Pulls back and passes over to Brugna. Now Fiore on the left post. Back down low to Brugna. Gets past him. Does it stay in bounds? No. Crosses over, and it goes over to Lenape Valley. So number 1, Brody McCleary will pick it up for Lenape Valley. 1-0, Pope John leads over Lenape Valley in the early stages of the second quarter. Now the goalkeeper, 93, Bobby DeJesus, will throw it downfield. And it's Clifford on that. Along with Jesse Maria, Clifford scoops it up, being defended by number 10, Smith Christie. Clifford will take it around, go to the far side, pass to Marshall. Hayden Marshall with it now. Marshall with the pass to Fiore. Down low to Clifford, the shot. He scores! Connor Clifford gives Pope John a 2-0 lead. So Clifford on the right post or left post, and he tucked it in just inside the right one. Gives Pope John a 2-0 lead. Goals by Marshall and Clifford, and the Lions up by a deuce. So Johnson will take the face-off against number 7, Travis Howard. Fullwood on the near wing. Here's the face-off. Johnson fighting for it. Runs past it. Fullwood's able to pick it up for Pope John. And so the Lions start on offense. Here's Marshall. Fires just wide right. And it goes out of bounds. I think Clifford is closest, and so Pope John will maintain possession. Lions lead 2-0 here. Early stages of the second quarter. So you can see the sky starting to darken just a little bit. Fiore from the pass off Clifford on the left wing. Passes it back down low to Clifford. Now on the left post. That's how he just scored a few seconds ago. He races over to the other side now to Pillock. Brody Pillock, number 23 for the Lions. Pillock racing in the shot. Bounce shot. He scores! Brody Pillock with the bounce shot into the middle portion of the net. Past goaltender Bobby DeJesus. And the Pope John Lions take a 3-0 lead. So Pillock's goal streak continues, having scored in multiple games. It's his first tonight, and it's the Lions' third. 3-0, Pope John over Lenape Valley. So Vic Fiore will take the draw. Try and get the number there for Lenape Valley. Get it as they move. Or maybe not. Fiore fighting for it. Scrub for the ball. That was number 7, Travis Howard on the faceoff there. Pass over to Clifford. Clifford with the shot. Good defense by DeJesus. He got a piece of it. Now Clifford fighting for it on the left side. Lenape Valley defense in on it as well. These two teams will match up again in a couple of weeks. It'll be at Lenape Valley on Tuesday night. Make sure you join us for that. In fact, I think the Lions only have one more home game after this, at least on the schedule right now. Home against Verona this coming Saturday. Pillock with the shot. Wide right, out of bounds. Brugden's closest, so Pope John will maintain possession. So Clifford will inbound. Coming up toward the left post behind. Now to pass to Fiore. Underneath the stick. He'll scoop it back up. Being defended by number 18, Shannon. No, that's not right. I put my glasses on. Magnus Graham. Years ago, I could read those cards without glasses. Not anymore. Clifford to Fiore. The shot. Saved by DeJesus. Good save by the Lenape Valley netminder. And now here is Pillock on the far side. Being defended by 18 Graham. Pillock coming in on the left post. The shot goes wide right and out of bounds on the sideline. 3-0 Pope John leads over Lenape Valley. It's a young Pope John team after losing numerous 8th graders last year. We've talked about it before, but they are maturing right before your eyes. You could see it last night after the game against North Warren. It all started to really come together for them. And even though they lost 12-8, the effort and the enthusiasm shown by the team on the bench and on the field was incredible. And you knew that something was ready to click, and I think we're starting to see it here tonight. Scrum for the ball, and there is Marshall. Marshall with Howard after him. Marshall with the pass to Brugna. Jonathan Brugna behind the net. Now pass to Elvin. It's intercepted by Lenape Valley, who takes a check by Clifford. Clifford trying to scoop it up. He's got 2 defenders on him. Brugna is there as well. Ball still loose on the turf. And the ball is going to go over to Lenape Valley. I got to tell you, having the roster here for Lenape Valley makes things so much easier calling these games. You know, you have Pope John, obviously, all the time, but on middle school, it's very tough to get rosters. We've tried before on basketball and football. And so football's probably the best we can do. And hockey, I knew all the players because of the Skylands League. But with lacrosse, it's tough to get. But with Lenape Valley being able to give me a roster of their players, it just makes it so much easier to be able to just say names instead of the numbers. Here's number 2, Donovan Vergano, being checked off the ball by Vincent Jessamaria. It's picked up by Vergano. They'll send it up the field to number 75, Jack Collada. Stolen away by Andrew Jessamaria, and the pass back to the goalkeeper, Mike Morelli, who'll settle things down, being forechecked by number 70, and that's a player I don't have a name on. Here's Vincent Jessamaria. Jessamaria cutting up the right side. He'll pull it back, slow things down. Now to Marshall. Hayden Marshall coming in from the right. With the pass down low to Brugna. He's got Clifford cutting across the middle. Oh, no, that's actually, number 8, Max Lebanka. Pass back out to Pillock. Over to Marshall on the right side. Marshall looking to cut in on Howard. Can't get around. He tries a 360 move. Good defense by Howard. He's able to knock the ball down and steal it away. He gets sandwiched by Jessamaria and Marshall, however. And here is Jessamaria with it. Howard didn't like that. He's after Jessamaria. Ball goes over to Marshall. Hayden with the pass down low to Brugna. Jonathan Brugna with it behind the Lenape Valley goal. Down to Fiore. Fiore on the left wing. Vic Fiore slows things down. Pass out. Now to Marshall. Marshall with the pass. Back to Fiore. Fires wide left out of bounds, and the race is on. I think Brugna's closest, so Pope John will maintain possession. 3-0 Lions lead here midway through, or maybe late stages of the second quarter. Now Steve Leonard in the game for Pope John, number 34, along with Lebanka. Pass comes over to Pillock. Brody Pillock over to Marshall. Now down low to Leonard. Takes a hit as he tried to fire. Fiore shoves it forward. But Bobby DeJesus is able to pick it up for Lenape Valley. They'll send it down the field to number 7, Travis Howard. Now over to 15 coming in. The shot on goal. Save Morelli, and he didn't know where it was. It landed right in front of him. Great save by Morelli. Now Pillock racing up the right side. Brody Pillock. Pass down low to LeBanker. Goes over to Brugna. Jonathan Brugna with it now. Behind the net. He'll reverse course. Passes it down low. There's Marshall. Over to Pillock. Over his reach. Comes towards the near sideline. It's going to slow down, however. And it gives Pope John a chance to scoop it up. There's LeBanca. Able to get it from number 27, Joseph Sperduto. LeBanca coming in. The shot saved to Jesus as he's able to steer it wide left and to the back line. They say Marshall is closest, so Pope John will maintain possession. Clock starts up. Here comes Hayden in on the left post. Pass to Kieran Elvin, who scored a goal last night. Elvin with the shot, save to Jesus. It's loose in front. Pope John trying to jump on it. Ball's in the scrum. Marshall is able to pass it off to Fiore. Good defense by the Patriots. Able to knock that loose. It looked like number 27, Sperduto. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll see whose possession it is. Late second quarter, Pope John up 3-0. Lenape Valley coming very close to getting on the board there with a point-blank save by Michael Morelli. And Morelli didn't know where it was. He wasn't sure if it got behind him or not as the ball lay right in front of him as he turned around. So Pope John with the ball now. Here's Elvin. Kieran Elvin coming in on the right, trying to get around the Lenape Valley defense. Elvin with the pass down low to Brugna. Number 4, Spencer Del Valle on him. Brugna. Pass over to Marshall. Hayden Marshall looking to fire. He'll pass instead to Pillock. Brody Pillock on the left wing. The shot off the post. Oh, the second time the Pope John has rung iron tonight. And now the ball comes back into Pope John territory. Number 18 with it, Magnus Graham. He's knocked down. And I think the infraction will be against Pope John. We got a timeout. Is that halftime? Well, halftime here. We have, and again, with no clock, it's tough to see. We have reached halftime, and the Pope John Lions lead over the Lenape Valley Patriots 3-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back after halftime on a new feed, and we will bring to you the second half. I bet you it's a quick halftime due to the daylight issues, so don't go anywhere. Don't go too far. But come back on a new feed, and we'll start the second half. We're at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. It's Pope John 3, Lenape Valley no score. We'll be back for second half action after this.